Good night, fragrance fanatics. Hope everybody is having a great start to 2026 and enjoying the carnival season. About 3.5 weeks away from the festivities on the road, so continue having a safe one. I promise this year do a little more content. So we started the year doing a video with profiling five meal scents and looking at some affordable Middle Eastern options for those five meal scent profiles. And I promised to do one for women. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So let's start. And I think for women, you don't really need to have those five scent profile options as men. You can narrow that down to three or four. Obviously, one will be the everyday scent. You used to work, run to the mall, supermarket, whatever. One would be, I say that semi-formal dress, evening, a night out scent. One would be an intimate scent that's really for scent you use for you and that special one if you're out together. And you could throw in saying that you have a scent for that fancy occasion. And in a lot of cases, depending on the scent you take, that evening semi-formal scent could actually fill the place of that also as a woman. So let's start with the everyday scents. And I think the first one I want to explore, and that is the best option out of all of this is Private Confidential by Lattafa. This is a clone of the Uber Pura by Sergio of DNA, and this one more specializes a clone of Kirky, which is one of the high-end interpretations of that Uber Pura Scent DNA by Tiziana Terenzi. Comes in the same kind of Tiziana Terenzi bottle. This is nice and fruity, sweet. This could also go as unisex. I think just because some of the notes could lean a bit on the more feminine side on the unisex scale, but this could use just as somebody might use Amber Oud Gold by Al Haramin or even Uber Pura, because they're really marketed as unisex scents. It's a really good option, good longevity. You get this easily below 20 US, so that's a good option if you want to pick up if you travel. Usually, most of these scents I'd have between 280 all the way to 425. But you get these as good options if you could purchase them when you travel, because sometimes the shipping cost to Trinidad is actually almost the same price as you pay for the perfume. A really good option in that scent DNA is Carrot. This is by Maison Alhambra, which is actually a branch of Lattafa. This is a similar scent DNA, but this leans very closer to me to Jardin Exclusive by Mancera. But it comes in a nice packaging. You can see the bottle, nice quality bottle, heavy. This one easily you get under 20 US also. This is a brighter, more lighter than the confidential private, but this is excellent everyday scent. This is more unisex leaning than the private confidential. So a male could easily use this. Really good option. Good longevity also on this. This one here is not Middle Eastern, but this was popular about 5 years ago. Everybody was talking about pink sugar. This is if you like vanilla scents, that's not too loud. This is an excellent option. You get in this easily below 20 US. This is one of the scents options that you see a lot if you travel and you go in TJ Maxx or Burlington. Nice vanilla. Nice thing about this, if you use this and you put it to rest and macerate, it actually gets stronger over time. Very good option. This is one of those inoffensive scents that you could safely use in an office environment. And for me, the queen of everyday scents is Yara by Lattafa. I mean, a lot of the times they associate these Middle Eastern brands with clones. Yara is actually the original scent release. This is for somebody who wants something that is floral, but soft, doesn't, if you don't want to be that person with that loud perfume, this is it, but this gives a nice projection. I would think what I realized with this, depending on people's scent chemistry, you will get different longevities and certain notes would stick out more than others. But this is the absolute queen of everyday scents. This is the next one. You easily could get us around 20 US, depending on where you look. So that, for me, kind of wraps up the everyday scents. I want to kind of start exploring what I think are the going out scents. So let me start with what is a very, for me, safe option, which is the Hawas for her. Right? The Hawas line is extremely popular in the men. The Hawas for her has been out a very long while, since 2015. So you're talking about scent that's released more than 10 years ago. And this actually is a clone of the scent profile of, say, La Vie C'est Belle by Lacombe, right? This is an excellent semi-formal scent that you could use dinners, dates, nice dress-up events. People could use it also as a day wear. But it's a very nice, sophisticated scent profile. This depending on where you could find it or look. Some places you can find this below 20 US. Make sure you're purchasing from reputable suppliers. Other places you might find it as high as 50 US. So check around if you're purchasing it away. I think we can kind of have this wrong in the 425 price range right now. The other one that I would say is a very good option is the from the Lattafa line, which is these Anna Habougie Rouge. This is Baccarat Rouge 540 Saint DNA. This takes a slightly more citrus take on it because it uses the citrus fruit out of Japan, Kamqua. So it has a slightly different take. For me, you get more closer vibes to what an Instant Crush, especially if you know the older batches of Instant Crush. This also, I think, leans more to 25 over age bracket. It's a little more mature. It's a little more, it's heavy. So for me, somebody who 25 and over, this only comes in 60 ml size options, but you get this easily, sometimes less than 15 US. But this is a good value. Lasts a very long while. Good projection also. The one that would fall into me in this evening, formal, semi-formal, is the Amarit El Arab Previews. This is actually another Latafa branch that goes by the Asdaf brand. But for me, this is actually the best dollar for dollar clone of the Lena exclusive. For me, the best clone of the Lena exclusive in the market is Club de New Imperial. That this is less than half. That I think you get almost the same performance. So this is a very bright, one of those rose-based scents, but it's not the granny rose-based scent. This is fresh, bright rose that became very popular when the Parfums de Mali brought out the Lena and the Lena exclusive. So you get sweet rose, fruity. It smells very high quality for the price. So some strawberries, some grapes, you get the jasmine, you get the rose. Fantastic quality, excellent for dressing up. Could be also option for the intimate wear, but good quality, easily, depending where you could find it. You could actually find it sometimes for less than 15 US. And to cap off, and I'm only doing one for the intimate, and I think this is the best option for intimate, right? This is the Courgette Pistachio, and this is one of the, I would say, famous clones of the K. Ali Pistachio. This is a sweet pistachio, vanilla, and it has this edible, seductive vibes about it. This is the kind of scent you want to be a signature scent for your partner to be up close and smelling you. Now, again, you could easily find this in some places below 25, around the 20 US mark. But this would be my option if somebody asks me what would be the intimate scent wear. And I guess you could interchange. I would say you could interchange with the Amarit Privé Rose as an intimate, or the Hawas for her, or the Anne-Marie Rouge, right? Yara could also be a good option for intimate, but because it's a scent that really made for daily wear, could come across boring. But out of all the Middle Eastern scents that are affordable, I think this is one of the best options. I think the only option I've smelled that could be better than this, then I would call an intimate scent, is Victoria by Latafa, but that is more into the 35 US range, right? So it'll be more expensive than this. So I hope you enjoy those options, and thank you for following Fragrance Decants and Fragrance Fanatics. Good night.